Hey, what's up? Welcome to Go Natural English. In today's episode, we're going to talk about what to do when you don't feel like studying English. I know your goal is to get fluent in English. That's why you're here. And I'm here to help you. But I also know that sometimes you can lose motivation. You might feel like you're tired, you just might feel like you don't have the time, or maybe you have other things that you'd rather be doing besides studying English. So, in this episode, I'm going to give you some pointers, some suggestions that I think will really help you to stay on track towards your goal for fluency in English. And before I forget, I want to invite you to sign up for the free 7 Steps to Fluency course at gonaturalenglish.com/7steps. And at the end of this episode, I'll link to that page again. So you don't have to go right now. You can watch this episode and then meet me there after. Okay, so we have a few different ways to get us motivated to study English. First of all, with anything, like whether it's studying or going to the gym, I always remind myself that a little bit is better than nothing. So, for example, like if I don't feel like going to the gym, I remind myself that 15 minutes in the gym is better than nothing. I can get on the treadmill, I can break a sweat, and I can feel like I had a little workout in 15 or 20 minutes, and that's way better than nothing. So the same thing is true for your English study. And I think it's even easier to do more in 15 minutes sometimes than if you study for an hour, because if you stay super focused for 15 minutes and you know that's all the time you have, you might actually be able to do more than if you're half focused or a little bit focused for an hour. Right? So just try to take a little bit of time, stay super focused during that time, and it's going to be way better than nothing, and maybe even better than a longer time unfocused. Okay, next, try making your English study like a game. So see like if you can challenge yourself to do better than the last time you studied, sort of like breaking your best score or doing better than before at a video game or something, some game that you like to play, or maybe you like to play a sport. So how can you challenge yourself to do a little bit better each time you study English? With things that I'm learning, or challenges that I'm trying to force myself to do, I love to time myself. I think timing yourself with a stopwatch can make it a fun game. For example, if I time myself for 15 minutes, how many articles in the news can I read in the language I'm learning? So maybe for you, how many flashcards can you look at with vocabulary words that you're trying to remember? Or just the same example that I gave just now, try to see how many short news articles you can read in 15 minutes. Or with a longer article, how much of it can you read in that time? So try to gamify your English learning. And an easy way to do that is to use a stopwatch on your smartphone or online. Okay, the next thing you can do, and there's 3 more things. One thing is make it a habit. So studying English will become much easier if you kind of put yourself on autopilot and make it a habit that you do the same time every day, especially if you have some habits that you do before, or maybe a reward that you give yourself after. For example, and I keep, likening studying English to going to the gym because it's something that's really good for you, but sometimes you don't feel like doing it. So I try to make going to the gym a habit that I do every day that it's possible. Like if I'm on an airplane or something, sometimes it's not possible, but I try to go every day as soon as I wake up, after I wake up, but before breakfast. So usually I'll have some coffee, go to the gym, work out, and then have my breakfast. So maybe for you, it would be English. You can go to the gym at a different time, but maybe you wake up, have some coffee, do 20 minutes of English study, and then have your breakfast. Or the great thing with studying English, when you compare to going to the gym, is like you could eat breakfast while you study English. I can't really eat breakfast while I'm working out at the gym. That would be kind of messy. Can you imagine me trying to eat my eggs when I'm on the treadmill? Ugh, it would not work very well. Okay, imagine how good you will feel after you study. So this is a mental trick that you can do to motivate yourself to study. Just imagine that feeling of pride and accomplishment that you get after you study, when you realize, oh my gosh, I'm getting better, I'm learning. Think of that feeling, and that will motivate you to get started with your studies, because we all want to feel good. So think about how awesome you'll feel if you do this thing that's a little bit challenging, studying English. And last of all, do it with a community. So don't try to become fluent all by yourself. It's going to be a big struggle. With any kind of challenging goal in life, I really recommend finding a community of like-minded people who will support you, who get what it is like to want to become fluent in English. I'm part of some great communities for different aspects in my life, like fitness, business, language learning, and other things like travel that I enjoy, so hobbies too. So find a community. It could be hundreds or thousands of people, or it could be a small group of people. It could be the Go Natural English community. I would love to see you at our Facebook page, interacting and leaving comments or messages and being part of our community there. And also, on a deeper level, if you're ready to get started with a Go Natural English membership course, we have a new one opening in early 2016. So be on the watch out for that, because that is a great, really intense and awesome experience to be part of the premium members community, where there's other people who are really serious about becoming fluent in English, and you can discuss and practice the lessons that you're getting with Go Natural English. So anyway, let's review the 5 tips to get motivated when you don't feel like studying English. So first of all, remember, a little is better than nothing. Make it a game, try timing yourself. Make it a habit, try studying at the same time every day. And I suggest the morning, although if you're more of a night person, you might want to do it like after dinner or before you go to bed. Imagine how good you'll feel after you study, how proud you'll be of yourself, and how proud other people will be of you too, because you know your friends and your family want you to succeed, right? So if you're not doing it for yourself, do it for them. That's some added motivation, right? And last of all, have a community that supports you. So if none of your friends or family care about, studying English, that's okay. They still want you to learn, but don't rely on them to practice with you. Find a community of like-minded people who can practice with you, who will support you, who you can talk to about your challenges or your questions in learning English. So thanks so much for watching this episode. I hope that it motivates you to continue to study English, and I believe in your ability to become fluent. So don't stop, keep going. Remember, a little bit every day will get you really far in the long run. When you look back and you see how far you've come in the last few days, the last few weeks, the last few months, or even the last year, I think you'll be amazed if you keep track of your progress. All right, so thanks again, and I hope to see you soon. Have a wonderful, awesome day. Bye for now.